All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. This is Dr. Ice Game, and we're here with the XITE NASCAR series here, round three at Eagle Rock. We are going to quickly go over some of the standings as I get a spam call. We're going to go over some of the standings real quick. So currently, after Miami, Shadow currently leads. I think this is right. Yeah. No, it is not. So this is after Miami. So Shadow leads, followed by. So there's a typo on this. I grabbed the wrong one. My bad, guys. So let me just pull directly from the spreadsheet. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Dubs, welcome in, man. All right, so driver standings. We have Light in first. Wait, this is also after round two. Nope, this is the correct one. So we have NDL Light in the lead, followed by Z1, and then we have Twitchy. Shadow is running in fourth with 83 points. Deed Speeman has a privateer entry in fifth. NWR Zeno in sixth. Then we have JJ Fireball, Waxy, Nas Gaming 48, and JSR Geekin rounding out the top 10. So I was able to get a couple laps in with the tune here, and boy, it is slippery. Let me tell you what, it's going to be interesting as Eagle Rock is already a single lane short track. Rear end really loves to step out on corner exit. Yeah, it's going to be, as Razor said, it's going to be death time. So we are all here for it, ladies and gentlemen. As we're getting everybody ready for some qualifying action. I do appreciate everybody for tuning in this early for the race. So there's going to be a 2-lap shootout and then a 10-lap last chance qualifier. We do have 19 competitors on the grid today. And we're going to have a couple of stages as well. So end of stage 1 will be end of lap 30. Nope, that is not it. I believe it is. Yep, stage 1 is 30 laps. Stage 2 is 30 laps, or stage 2 is also 30 laps, and then stage 3 is 80. Hello from the lobby, Lion. Welcome in. Definitely try to put on a show for us here. The VOD will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. I have a massive backlog of races I need to upload to that. Basically all of the SJM, Slide Job Motorsports races, all of the IEC races, and then here as well, many IEC. Why do you look like a Russian Badger? Oh my god! So that's that's the second person that has said that. I don't know. I have a lot of German blood, and here we go, as we're gonna go ahead and get into some qualifying. But yeah, I got that a lot, especially during the super stream I did for Tora last weekend, which I hope everybody has definitely recovered from. Bet someone to shave. No, I'm not going to shave my head again. My girlfriend will actually kill me. She almost killed me last time, as a matter of fact, because I do have carpet, and boy, I had to vacuum everything upstairs because that's where all the carpet is. Yeah, dude, it was, especially when it died halfway through and I just looked goofy. That was my luck. Alrighty, we are taking the grid for a little bit of a two-lap shootout. If you take a look at some of the liveries, we're having a bit of a throwback here. Some throwback liveries coming through this week, and away we go. Might want to turn down the game audio just a tad. Is this playoffs? No, this is regular season for XITE. So we're going to get to the front of the pack here, led by Shadow, the number 77 Wrangler. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful livery. Yeah, so there's a handful of regular season races, and then actually we'll be able to see afterwards, since the qualifying is so short. But currently we have Shadow on pole, Twitchy coming in from the top ropes for second place, and then Little Caesar is currently sitting in third. As we'll see in the in race settings, just how wild these cars get while they're pack racing, of course. Alrighty, so here are the qualifying results. So we have Shadow with a 26.67. Oh man, I said the thing. A 26.6 or a 26.65 plus 2. We'll go ahead and get another quick look at all of this real quick, if it'll let me. So we have Shadow on pole with a 26.65 plus 2. Twitchy is going to join him on the front row with a 26.745. Nate Mophie coming in 0.003 of a second ahead of Little Caesar to take third place. So that'll put Little Caesar on the outside row in row 2. India Light and Waxy will be in row 3. We actually have a tie for 6th between Waxy and Lion at 26.858. Another tie between JJ Fireball and Z1 with 873s. Then we have Lightest Corn 33 here with a 26.874. NWR Zeno with an 894. Ferrari with a 903. Deed Speeman with a 905. Stinky Potato with a 914. XMS Dragon with a 975. Mikey T with a 27010. Nas Gaming 48 with a 27104. Spork Monkey. Almost sounds illegal to say that gamer tag with a 27312, and then Boss Racer Pro with unfortunately a dirty 29620. So let's get back into the race lobby. Get my little face back up here. Yeah, we're gonna run a quick 1-minute advertisement break to go ahead and keep the majority of the race advertisement free. I do apologize. Twitch does like to run advertisements quite a bit. I have it set as low as I can, so do bear with me on that one. I think I have time to run a 2-minute, actually. I don't think we're going to do a 10-lap LCQ, but we will definitely... Oh, we're changing the event setup, so we'll go ahead and run that advertisement break real quick. Be sure to subscribe for uninterrupted coverage of iRacing that I'm going to be doing, Forza Motorsport that I have been doing, Le Mans Ultimate that I'm going to also jump into, amongst a bunch of other things. So we're going to go ahead and ready up. Ready spectate this time. As you guys saw in the... As a commentator, what advice would you give to people wanting to get into commentating? Just make it feel natural, right? Everybody has their own style. Like I like to um because I've done a lot of racing and I understand like the super technical parts of actually like running the moves, offensive, defensive stuff like that. I lean more towards like the analytic part of it. Um it's really just choose your own style, whatever feels natural to you, and then just run it, man. Um there's a lot of fun to be had while broadcasting. Um, I actually enjoy it more than racing more often than not. Yeah, as Lion said, just do it. Describe the event like someone who can't see the screen. If you want to get into the weeds of things, you can. If you want to, uh, if you want to focus on um, like all the action that's going on. Oh, sorry, I just obliterated my microphone volume. Um, yeah, just have fun. Yeah, cosplay sports radio announcer. So sim racing is one of the weird things where um it's one of the weird like esports where broadcasters will try as hard as possible to mimic an actual race broadcast. Um we see it in Tora, we see it in iRacing, we see it in Le Mans Ultimate, we saw it with the Ren Sport series that they did. Um there's a lot of real life aspects that we try to bring to these broadcasts that you can't really do with League of Legends or Siege or Counter Strike. There's not a whole lot of like specifically with first person shooters. Like if you run real world tactics and first person shooters, you're gonna get obliterated. Like yeah, you can pie corners, you can do all this other stuff. Um, You're not going to see anybody doing rolling T's in a CS:GO lobby. Like nobody's going to nobody's going to battle drill 6 um a point in Siege, right? Nobody's going to do any of that crazy stuff. They're just going to run in, they're going to lob grenades, they're going to blind fire corners, which also happens in the real world. I'm going to keep it not graphic. Um but with sim racing there's a lot of basically cosplays a race car driver, and then we cosplay as race broadcasters. So yeah, it's loads of fun, man. Yeah, just download OBS, grab your microphone, find a race, and then just go at it. Whatever feels natural. Hey, people will watch it. And if you do start broadcasting, let me know. I'll follow. Um, I'm not going to gatekeep any secrets. Like that's kind of ridiculous. But yeah. Oh God, Razor's in here. Because I comment for an ACC league at the moment. Oh, nice, nice. I haven't played ACC in a while, actually. Let me go ahead and give you a follow, dude. Yeah. Of course, now this won't disappear off of my. There we go. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, ACC is a lot of fun. Do you do it for like LFM? Because I think apart from some of like the diehard ACC fans, which there are still a lot. Don't get me wrong. I love some ACC. Yeah, that too. The replay system, since Forza doesn't really have a replay system, also looking to commentate for more leagues. Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Um, do you have Forza by any chance? Because I also happen to be the deputy head of streaming 4. Ooh, look at that. I also happen to be the deputy head of streaming for Tora, the online racing association. And we are short on broadcasters. So if you're interested, yeah. If you're interested, just let me know. My gamer tag's here. PTG Rice. Just go and send me a message, and we'll see what we can do. Just put it on the replay cams or onboards. That's kind of it. Yeah, like Lion said. But as far as like Le Mans Ultimate or iRacing that has more of a robust like broadcasting suite, you can definitely do the replay system. I mean, I couldn't do the intermission scenes because I'm on console. I mean that's fine. We can work with that. Like I'm not too worried about it. We have a lot of people on console that also broadcast. Even if you have to get like even if you have to get like a capture card and like a computer that all the computer has to do is render OBS and upload it, while your Xbox will handle all of the rendering horsepower, like the game, of course. Um, you know, I know um, not many people have the disposable income to be doing stuff like that, and I 100% understand. Um, there are still ways to, go through and do it, but yeah. Are we waiting on anybody? Waiting on Boss Racer Pro, and my cat is yelling at me through the door. Unfortunately, I have to kick my cats out of here because they like to jump on things and then hit buttons. But yeah, dude, let me know. More than happy to have you on board, and yeah, I'll check out some of your ACC streams as well. Let me pull this up real quick. Oh, IARA. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Alrighty, now that the yapping is over with, we'll get to the. Oh, I got jump scared by something. Oh, that was your stream. Okay. Yeah, let me go and hide my little face, and we'll get into the action. So, do you thank all 13 of you guys for tuning in? Matt Clem, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. It's going to be a fun afternoon here at Eagle Rock. Again, as I mentioned, it is unfortunately it's a one lane short track, right? So we don't necessarily have the oh, sorry. We don't have all of the banking that, say, Bristol does. By the way, Dragon Man, yep, I saw your request come through. As we're gonna go ahead and actually, this will be the last chance qualifier. So everybody seems to be lining up off the side, getting everybody situated. Yeah, so Eagle Rock is think of it like Martinsville, that has had a couple of people take like a hacksaw to the middle of it and then kind of squash it in just a bit. And we're getting situated here for the last chance qualifier. So there's not a whole lot of banking to take advantage of here on the outside. So it's really really having an even starting position is a huge disadvantage, as all the speed is going to be really close into the inside of the corner and really trying to drive out to the exit or the wall as much as possible. I have seen drivers hold it too wide here. It takes a lot of skill. It's almost like a squish New Hampshire. I was New Hampshire definitely has a bit more banking. I know Martinsville is basically flat. And we're going to go ahead and stop yapping, and away we go for the 10 lap LCQ here. This will decide the starting grid. Oh my goodness gracious, somebody's already off into the wall. Who was that? That's Nate Moffi. Oh my goodness gracious. That is disastrous for Nate Moffi here in the LCQ. A couple of other drivers. Oh no, there's another one. That's Nas Gaming 48 gets caught in the wall. Absolute disaster here, as you see. Oh my, another one. That's Boss Racer Pros around. And you can see just how wild these cars are. As I mentioned in the pre-qualifying yap, the tail ends of these cars really love to step out. So you really have to be smooth on the throttle, and really you're gonna sacrifice a lot of time on the exit in order to not have the tail end step out and take out some of your competitors. Matthias A2010's also in here. Looks like he got into the wall as well. These, as I mentioned before, these cars almost feel like pro late models. For those that are familiar with the, I'll call it grassroots racing of late model and pro late model racing. As we see here, Waxy and Light going side by side. Z1 trying to get a move on the, get a little bit of a shake on the exit of 4. Light and Waxy still side by side. Waxy trying to make that outside line work as best as possible at a disadvantage, and might come through for a switchback here, looking to the inside. Hopefully Z1 doesn't get loose on the exit of 4. And it looks like he is able to get a hold of it. Will have a run on Light. Actually, that was Lion, not Light. Sorry. Light is also in this pack by the looks of it. No, that is Lion. Okay. Sorry, I just completely clicked off the battle that we were watching. This will be a hectic race here, as Shadow, with a bit of a lead on Twitchy. Twitchy seems to be getting into the groove here to run down Shadow for that pole position, followed by Light, and then Z1, Lion, and Waxy here with a massive battle for 4th place. Seem to have died off just a little bit, as Z1 will get around both of them. Followed, actually, Waxy has some company here with Lightest Corn and the number 57 Elf and Richard Mill. Toyota Camry here trying to get a move to the inside. It looks like some lapped traffic as well, maybe coming up, as we will come to the white flag, as it looks like Lightest Corn is going to make a run. Oh my goodness, somebody getting a little sideways. That looked to be lapped traffic. Yes, it was, I think. Yes, it was. A little bit of run to the inside, almost getting into the left quarter panel, sending Lightest Corn around. And we're going to get on board with our leader, who has gone off. Shadow has gone off. And we'll lose 2 positions due to that. And here is Light. We'll take the win in the last chance qualifier, followed by Twitchy. Oh man, that is disastrous for Shadow. That will of course put him on the inside row on the second it'll put him on the inside lane of the second row. So not too disastrous, but I believe that will cost him pole position here for the start of the race as we are waiting on Boss Racer Pro to go ahead and finish up. And we, there we go. Yeah, it is going to be an absolute bloodbath in typical Eagle Rock fashion. If you're here for chaos, you are in the right place, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a quick voice break to get ready for the chaos that will ensue. And we're going to jump to a bit of an advertisement break and get this show on the road. So please stay tuned. Actually, it doesn't look like I can run an advertisement as it's already decided to run one for me. So we're at the whim of Twitch here. Yeah, a lot of wild, a lot of wild 2x2 action will be coming our way. Let me get, where is it? Audio mixer. There we go. I could be wrong, Dries, but I believe that was just a short race to get rid of the collision bug and get photos. Oh, okay. So I was completely wrong for those 10 minutes. Thank you, Drewski. Shadow's still on pole. Okay. So ignore quite literally everything I just said for the last 10 minutes. um, but that was a lot of fun though. Get rid of the collision bug, which unfortunately plagues the game. It didn't seem like we had a collision bug, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way really quickly. Because I'm gonna go ahead and try and find what I was looking for before. Where is it? Has it just disappeared? Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. All right, there we go. Let me get this set to where I need it to. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, that's also one of the things there, Duckers, is you could be completely wrong about whatever's going on, but hey, you just gotta roll with it. You know, um, I actually picked up broadcasting because I have social anxiety and I'm actually scared of cameras. So I've put myself on a camera to force myself to get over that. Talking in front of crowds, I mean, I can't really see people, so there's that. So it kind of gets over that portion of it. Not that I've had issues with like public speaking, but yeah, it's more of like a therapeutic thing that I do. Oh, somebody's tagged me in the NASCAR chat. 10 lap sprint, not worth points. Okay. So that was a sprint race. So it was just like a blitz to the 24, if you will. We're getting everybody reloaded in. We're going to get this party started. I'm actually going to No, it's fine. Where's everybody gone? Let me go and accept your Dragon Man. That sounds familiar. Where have I seen this name before? Yeah, it sounds familiar. Oh, everyone crashed? No way. I crashed as well. My game has quite literally frozen. All right, well, let's get loaded back in. Um, yeah, game of the year. Oh, wow. I was like, wait, everyone's crashed. And then I look and I'm like, I've lost audio. The game isn't moving. Awesome. All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my light, and we'll get jump scared by the Xbox Studio like THQ um opening, quite literally the loudest sound in the history of mankind. And yeah, I'm gonna go turn on my light real quick and we'll get loaded back in. Oh god, we're immediately jump scared by Little Caesar's beautiful paint here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and well, it's a good thing we got the lobby crash out of the way now. Um, Nothing possibly can happen after this. Had a little ritual sacrifice to the Forza gods for a good lobby. Let me go ahead and jump into the VC real quick so I can get an invite. All right, we're gonna run a quick 3-minute advertisement break while we get everything situated. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, give or take. About 47 seconds left on the ad break. But we're going to try and get this party started sooner rather than later, of course. You've already uninstalled the game. Oh, man. Yeah, I know you've started to move over to iRacing, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for some iRacing action, dude. I need to do like Miata Mondays or something. Maybe this game won't break again. Look, you jinxed us, all right? You jinxed us, Lion. But I need to start doing like oh wait, no, because I'm doing the IEC IMSA series. I'll probably do like Miata Mondays after the IEC IMSA. We'll just like sit back and watch like the chaos ensue of maybe like bottom lobby Miatas. So yeah, all right. I'm gonna hide my face and we're gonna get the grid set and hopefully get underway here for round 3, the XITE NASCAR series. All right, so over under on cautions. I'm going to set it at oh man. It's always a tough choice. It's Eagle Rock. I'm gonna set the over under at 5.5. So let me know in the chat if you agree. Well, if you are team over or team under, you know what? I can actually put a poll up, I think. Chat settings. No. Can I not do polls? Have I not unlocked that yet? Oh, well. Anyway. Oh, tasks. Wait, no. That's reviews. That's unban. I don't think I banned anyone other than the bots that have come through. It's like, oh, click here for viewers. And I like banish them to the Shadow Realm and then to my Clanker army. So Razor says over 5.5 cautions. I'm gonna say, well, because I set the over under, I don't think I can vote, but we'll see. We'll see. Everybody checking for the collision bug. And I think we are good to go for 140 laps here of Eagle Rock. Nate Moffi's also running the same scheme as Shadow is by the looks of it. Nope, that's Little... What? No, that's Little Caesar running the same paint as Shadow. We'll do a quick little pace lap, and then we will go ahead and hide our HUD and get the full NASCAR experience here for the Slemming under... This pack will spread and it will be single car incidents. Yeah, I think so as well. But we'll take a look as we're gonna go and crank the game audio and listen to the sound of freedom as we get underway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway here for round 3 of the XITE NASCAR series, and Twitchy already has a run on Shadow for the inside. Everyone's lived through turns 1 and 2 so far. We're gonna quickly check the rest of the pack as we see how everyone else is getting on. Looks like Spork Monkey is unfortunately. Oh, there's a car off already. Who is that? Wow, Boss Racer Pro is upside down on the start finish. Oh, yay, he's made it. All right. So I think that was, yeah, that was the first caution. Boss Racer Pro doing a little bit of a pirouette on the exit of turn 4 there, getting a little loose, probably caught a little bit of a snap oversteer, as that will bring out the first caution. I need to get a caution counter. Let me go ahead and set that up real quick. Let me move all this stuff over real quick. New text. Caution counter. We're going to select. I don't really know what font I want, to be honest with you. We'll do this one. Yes. Caution counter 1. We'll go ahead and squash this down just a bit. All right, there we go. All right, so we had our first caution of the race. A couple of people deciding to go ahead and take fuel and tire. I would say so. I would say that's a good move, just because, you know, you get just an extra, well, in this case, an extra lap or so of tires. This is a 30-lap stage, so it wouldn't really be beneficial early on in the race to do so. But I can see the reasoning behind it. Of course, you get a better run at the end of the stage to go ahead and make a couple of passing opportunities if the tires, of course, don't last 30 laps, giving you that extra lap of the super speed will definitely pay off in the long run. So we're going to go ahead and double up and get back to the action. A little bit of a cheese cone action. Everyone is getting lined up. Twitchy taking the lead from Shadow after a beautiful run on the beautiful switchback on the exit of turn 2. We will see if Shadow can return the favor here and go ahead and retake the lead from Twitchy, as we are now underway. Lap 7 of 140, Twitchy immediately moving to the outside to block any... Hello? There we go. We'll take a look at the... Oh, Light has gotten past Shadow for P2. Little Caesar up into P4 as we're riding on board with Shadow right now. A little bit of action in the tail end. They're almost 3 wide. And we will have our first actual run of green flag racing. As still getting bunched up here in the back of the field. There's a car super wide, losing a couple of positions here. We're going to get back on our leaders, of course, as Light all over the tail end of Twitchy here. Twitchy in the Sport Clips number 11 and Light in the number 16 Celsius, doing it for Biff out here in P2. Shadow's got some company with Z1 right behind him, also in a Sports Clips car. Quickly go through the lobby. So we have Zeno kind of running off on his own for right now. Fire Parrot has disconnected. Waxy and a little bit of a throwback Dollar Tree scheme have a lot of action here. I think we're under caution. We're slowing down. Something, I must have missed what happened. But I think this will be caution numero dos. And yes, it will. We're on lap 10, so let's go ahead and update this caution counter. We are on 2. Dos. Zwei. Yeah. All that good stuff. So Nate Mofi, Nas Gaming 48, Spork Monkey, and Ferrari are gonna jump into the pits. We're gonna take a quick 30-second ad break. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're gonna do that at the end of the stage to go ahead and keep everything ad free for everyone watching at home. I also did add a little bit of color correction to the game. So I'm going to show you what the game looks like on my screen, and if I can open it, filters. Just a little bit of color correction. So this is what the game looks like on my screen. Just a little darker. And then what everyone is going to see, obviously, on stream. Just a little lighter. Nothing crazy. Does make everything look a little more vibrant. Oh, actually, yeah. The reds are darker. Doesn't look as mute. So, yeah. I'm going to stop doing that. All right, lap 12. Almost halfway through the stage here. Your current top 5 is Twitchy, Light, Shadow, Little Caesar, and Z1. Rounding out your top 10 will be Xeno, Waxy, JJ Fireball, XMS Dragon, and Linen Lion. So we're going to get doubled up for the restart and get the party started again. Everybody's nice and tight, and away we go. Light with a beautiful jump with Twitchy, trying to stay alongside as best as possible. Going too wide as it looks like Little Caesar and Twitchy. Wow, Little Caesar with a beautiful run on the outside. Let's see if he can keep it. Yes, he will. So Little Caesar up into third. We're going to take a look at the middle of the pack here, on board with Lightest Corn, as there's a lot of ducking and diving as everyone is struggling to keep that tail end in check. As time goes on, they'll get more comfortable with the tune. I will say I do enjoy the tune here a lot. Shout out to the Big Mav for making this tune. It's truly lovely as someone who likes a bit of a spicier tune. Whoa, Light with a huge run on the inside of Twitchy, but here comes Twitchy trying to get to the inside. Oh, Light is almost sideways. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he can. This is going to cost him a few positions. A lot of bit of positions, actually, as he will fall to fourth, and he is still on the outside. Xeno's kind of stuck behind him as everyone seems to have gotten through it just fine. We have some stragglers here. Mikey T and XMS Dragon, and maybe Matthias 2010 here. Maybe got a little loose. Didn't bring out a caution, however. They will have a lot of clean air to catch up to the pack, of course. Oh my God, they're 3 wide. 3 wide at Eagle Rock, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing? Oh, that was scary. I can only imagine how Light, Z1, and Xeno felt going through there. I have never seen a push for 3 wide, as you see Xeno struggling to keep the car under control here. Little Caesar making a good run through the pack. And the number 71 Wrangler vice the 77 Wrangler of Shadow. You're not seeing double. They are running the same paint scheme. We're going to check back further down the pack to see how everyone else is getting through. Waxy with a little bit of a run and a push from the Big Mav, who is in the number 17 Wrangler. So there's 3 Wranglers on the grid today. The Big Mav, of course, the author of the tune that everyone is running. It is a Spec Series oval run. Spork, it feels so illegal to say his name. I don't know why. Spork Monkey with a little bit of a run on Boss Racer Pro for 16th. I'm gonna check back on our top 5 to top 10. Twitchy still leading the run here with Shadow hot in pursuit, followed by Z1, who has gotten past Lil Caesar. Z1 moving up into 4th. Z1 into 3rd. Little Caesar into 4th, leaving Light in 5th, and they have a little bit of separation from the rest of the top 10 here, as Fireball and Zeno are going to be battling for 6th, as it looks like Zeno's going to have a run to the inside. They will go 2x2. I think he's going to back out of the run. No, he's going to try and get in there. Zeno going sideways, trying to force a move on Fireball, but it did not pay off. A little bit of a late move from Zeno. So we will have 9 laps left in the stage. Checking on Stinky Potato and Nas 48 Gaming as they continue to battle for 12th. Battle for 17th. Oh, as Boss Racer goes around, he's in the wall. Can he keep it up there? Yes, he will. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we can see just how light the tail end of these cars are. So I don't know if that'll bring out a caution. Everyone's still running. There's a car stopped. Light. Oh! Light gets grabbed by the start-finish wall and will go and basically close his eyes, hoping he doesn't get absolutely obliterated by everyone. So a couple of single car incidents here as our top 3 have split away. That'll be Twitchy, Shadow, and Z1. They are running single file, of course, here. Little Caesar will lead the rest of the top 5, himself and Fireball, and the top 10 into trying to run down the leaders of Twitchy and Shadow. Looks like these fine gentlemen have settled into a bit of a groove and are just trying to cut down the laps as best as possible. So we do have a pass for 8th. Waxy moving up on Lightest Corn through turn 1. A lot of position changes, of course, as it looks like Waxy is going to have a little bit of contact with Lightest Corn, as Lightest Corn will move up into 8th. Big Mav joining this battle along with Nas 48 Gaming. Or Nas Gaming 48, not Nas 48. As Waxy gets a little loose on the exit, will shuffle down to 11th, trying to now get back into the top 10 here, as Lightest Corn will lead this pack. Oh, we have a car stopped on the backstretch. That is Matthias 2010 has gotten around. Another isolated single car incident will not bring out a caution, unfortunately, as our leaders are going to work through some lapped traffic here in the next coming laps. Still running single file. Stinky Potato going into the pits to try and jump the stage or end of stage rush into the pit lane. We've seen this a lot with, especially in the IEC series, who also actually just finished their last Forza NASCAR series. I was glad to be a part of that as well. But we saw a lot of super late stage pit stops to go ahead and jump the rest of the crowd that is coming through. And we're going to keep an eye on our top three, as we will take the stage one white flag, as we see a couple of see a car getting out of the way of the leaders here, as Z1 will get around Shadow. A lot of slower cars here on the entry into turn 3, technically turn 2, as I think Twitchy will take the stage 1. We'll take the stage 1 victory, and it looks like we had a disconnection of some sort, and that is Mikey T has left the group right at the end of stage 1. So, yeah, as the field goes ahead and takes a little bit of a breather from that 30-lap shootout, quite literally a shootout. Twitchy going ahead and taking the these standings here, of course. Yeah, as soon as, like Drewski said, as soon as the pack spread out and everyone was out of the that 2 wide action, minus our leaders going 3 wide at one point, absolute madmen in this lobby. Everything seemed to have sorted itself out. So your top 5 for stage 1 will be Twitchy, Z1, Shadow, Little Caesar, and Fireball. Top 10 will be Zeno, Lennon, Lion, Lightest Corn, who's had a beautiful run so far this race, to Big Mav, and Waxy. We're going to take a quick 30-second ad break, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And as I mentioned, Stinky Potato, the only representing Potato Motorsports there, in a livery that looks like a potato. A little bit of brown on top. Everybody loves. You know, he should make a baked potato livery, make the car brown, and then have like a bit of white in the middle and some cheese, maybe some sour. Okay, I'm getting hungry, guys. I'm sorry. But Stinky Potato, the only one to not pit under stage at the end of stage 1. Doesn't look like it has benefited him too much, of course. We're going to look at the intervals to the leader. Yeah, he definitely misses out on some of the craziness that can happen. I think he did that to go ahead and get his laps back. Stinky Potato, unfortunately, getting into an incident or two early on in the race. We do have 2 cautions right now at the end of stage 1. So the over-under of 5.5 that I set it, I need to add that as well. We are currently under the over-under, as it's not showing up. There we go. We'll move it over here. Yeah, we'll move it right there. All right, we're getting doubled up, and we're going to start stage 2. Twitchy on the inside, Shadow on the outside, and away we go. So now are we at 3 cautions? I don't think we're going to count the end of stage cautions, but we're going to run with it as we have some action at the back of the pack. Ferrari and Naz Gaming 48 getting into a little bit of a kerfuffle there. They are 3 wide for the lead as Shadow's trying to get around Twitchy. Z1's going to capitalize on it as Shadow will go wide between turns 1 and 2. Little Caesar, of course, with a beautiful run on the leaders so far, back up into 4th place, trying to, do we still have, no, that's the same 2. Man, these guys, oh, Z1 looking to the inside, almost turning Twitchy. Shadow almost turning Z1. It was almost a domino effect here for the top 3. We're going to check on JJ Fireball here as he is, whoa, Zeno coming out of nowhere. A little bit of Zeno jump scare for the inside of the Big Mav, and he will pick up a position potentially. We're going to watch this move as he comes through turn 1, and Mav, ooh, Zeno getting loose. Mav is going to, I guess, relinquish that position. Big Mav and Zeno still fighting it out. Spork Monkey and Stinky Potatoes actually gotten into a little bit of trouble on turn 3. Leaders, again, have settled into a groove as JJ Fireball, nope, that's Mav, Waxy, and Deed Speeman here, getting a little loose, trying to get back into the groove. Light with another move, trying to get the inside working, and he will pick up a position in that number 16 Celsius Toyota, doing it for Biff out here. Do see a wild move occurring back here. Nate Mofi in a neon purple and green number 30 as he makes a move, or they make a move on Boss Racer Pro for 14th. We're going to check back in on this battle for 9th between Light, Waxy, and Lightest Corn. As we mentioned before, this is a single lane racetrack. As soon as everyone gets situated into the groove, you either decide to run it and completely blitz the inside of the corners of the car in front of you, or you decide to hang out behind them, as our leaders most definitely are. I think Shadow's dropped off just a little bit. No, Shadow's still in the running. Checking on the grid from P1 all the way down. Little Caesar kind of breaking off from the rest of the the top 5 here. Is Fireball and Linen Lion will go side by side, and that will be Fireball that picks up 5th position. Big Mav picking up, no, it seemed to have been some lapped traffic that he passed potentially. Let's see if that was Zeno behind him. It was Zeno behind him. Okay, so disregard that, as I need to turn on this. There we go. Yeah, you can see just how twitchy these cars are on the exit. Definitely driving off of that right rear tire, which is, trust me, loads of fun. We have as I was busy yapping and watching Light, we had a change for the lead as Z1 will take the lead from Twitchy on lap 45. So we're about halfway through stage number 2. Twitchy settling into a bit of a groove here, taking the lead from Twitchy. Little Caesar not really gaining any time on this top 3. We're gonna check back in on Big Mav and Zeno. As Light with the move on Zeno will move up into 8th. Hopefully he doesn't wash up the track too far. Manages to keep Zeno behind him, at least for now. Getting a little twitchy on exit. And Zeno will not go for it, as everyone is, knock on wood. Z1 is my pick to win. Yeah, Z1's a good dude. Super fast. He's been killing it in the Slide Job Motorsports NASCAR series that is live on this channel on Wednesdays. He's killing it here. He's killing it Mondays in the IEC IMSA series. Just a good dude as well. We have a stopped car at the exit of turn 2. That is Matthias A2010 again. I think Ferrari got into him just a little bit. Matthias, unfortunately, running into a little bit of a problem with the tune. Still watching our top 3 go at it of Z1, Twitchy, Shadow. Rounding out your top 5 is Little Caesar, and JJ Fireball has a lot of company behind him to hold on to this top 5 position for stage 2. That is the battle of Lennon Lion, Light, Big Mav, and Zeno. And I think Waxy, no, Waxy's not in that battle either. But a 4-way battle for 6th behind him is now a 5-way battle for 5th, as we get a little bit of a touch from Light on Lennon Lion. Is we're gonna take a look at this battle for 5th here, riding on board with Lennon Lion. Let's go ahead and grab an onboard from Zeno. Turn down my game volume quite a bit, so we can see just how close these competitors are to each other. And that is super loud in my ears, but I know it's not super loud for... Oh my goodness! We just had a first-person view of a death by the looks of it, and that is Lennon Lion getting clapped. This Boss Racer Pro also in a little bit of trouble. That will surely bring out a caution, because there's a lot of smoke everywhere. There is chaos on track, as Matthias loses the car again and will stay on the apron away from his competitors and then safely rejoin the track. Everyone do please take note of that. You don't need to immediately get into the racing line every time that you have a spin. So a good move on Matthias for not just immediately snaking into the track. Held the brakes, watched everybody go by, unfortunately, and then continued on and safely rejoined. So good on Matthias for doing that. It's unfortunate for Lennon Lion getting hit with a car fly swatter there on the start-finish line. I've seen cars go completely airborne when they hit that little glitch in the wall, but I mean, it's unfortunately the best we have right now. Eagle Rock definitely living up to its name for absolute chaos. As Light's gonna try and move on Fireball for 5th. He's gonna drive it super deep into the corner, and I think he's going to solidify P5. Zeno trying to follow suit as well. We're gonna watch Zeno try and get a move as well. Fireball goes ahead and cuts off that inside line, so he doesn't lose too many positions. Shadow has passed Twitchy for 2nd. Twitchy back down into 3rd place. So we're going to keep an eye on these two. Quickly look at the rest of the field here. Everyone is definitely split up. There's only 2 cars a lap down right now, which is pretty good. It's absolutely heartbreaking that Matthias is having so much difficulties with the tune. It is super spicy, but they're still giving it their all, and I do applaud them. We do have 2 disconnects of Mikey T and Fire Parrot. we're coming up with 3 laps to go here in stage 2. Nate Mophie going into pit lane. Would be surprised to see Stinky Potato not do it. Stinky Potato currently running in 12th as our leaders are catching some other traffic. So we have Nate Mophie, of course, Spork Monkey, Nas Gaming 48, Lennon Lion, and Ferrari here that the leaders are catching. They have white flag in the stint next time by. Shadow desperately trying to find any opening of Z1 to go ahead and get a stint 2 victory after Twitchy getting a victory last stint. And this is the white flag for stage 2. Little Caesar still running in 4th. Light and Xeno with a beautiful run through the grid, followed by Big Mav and Fireball. Spork Monkey getting a pass on Nas Gaming 48 here, right in front of the leaders. Hopefully they can stay on the lead lap. Boss Racer Pro, of course, the lucky dog. And there we have it for stage 2. So Z1 will take the stage 2 win. Shadow will be in 2nd this go around. Twitchy in 3rd, followed by Little Caesar and NDL Light for your top 5. And we have Xeno, Big Mav, Fireball, Waxy, and Deed Speedman for your top 10. Man, what a race so far, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to take a quick break as we get everybody situated for the end of stage 2. We'll get the results and get back to the racing. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick as everybody gets sorted out, and I will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize about that. Still have 38 seconds of the advertisement running right now. Man, what a run so far. Looks like Shadow came out of the pits in front of Z1. So that is definitely a little bit of a surprise. However, sorry, I'm out of breath because I was running up and down the stairs. What I will say, stage 3 is where we are going to see a lot of strategy here. Of course, the softs will only last about 30 laps. I'm not sure how long the mediums are going to last. I'm not sure how long the hards are going to last. But we're going to see a large change in strategy here as everyone will potentially move off the soft tires and onto potentially the mediums or hards to try and stay out on track as long as possible. Sorry, I'm trying to get my drink mixed. As Shadow will kick it down a gear and hopefully try and disappear from the grid as we are going underway for the start of stage 3. As Shadow will enjoy being on the inside line. Twitchy moving down into second. Deetsbeeman picking up a position. Little Caesar losing a few positions as, oh my goodness gracious, they're 3 wide. Now they're 2 wide. Lightest Corn, Deetsbeeman, and I think Little Caesar there as, oh my goodness. That was definitely terrifying, as I think that was Deetsbeeman getting a little loose on the exit of turn 3 down the start-finish stretch there. Do have a slow, my goodness gracious, a bit of a slow car there on the inside. Thought he was going to torpedo the entire grid, but thankfully did not. As Shadow, Z1, and Twitchy, 3 musketeers here running out in front. Almost unchallenged, as Zeno, Light, and Big Mav will look to challenge them for the top 3 and even the race victory, as everything now is on the line, as we will have a super long stage 3 running all the way to the end of the race, about 80 laps or so, of course, as it looks like Shadow is heavily defending Z1. Felt that the run was coming and decided that he was going to just preemptively cover that inside as to not get dive bombed by Z1. This is where we're going to start looking at tire. Oh, there's somebody loose on the, that's Boss Racer Pro. Little loose there on turn 2, and it looks like Matthias will actually go into the pits now. Take a look at the rest of the grid. I think there's a move on Zeno from Light, or vice versa. No, there will not be. There's a huge pack of cars here in 15th, and so, oh my goodness gracious, a 3 wide Ferrari Lion, or Linen Lion, and Spork Monkey, 3 wide. And nobody died either. That is phenomenal. What the I want whatever these guys are on, because wow, they're still 3 wide. That's Dragon, that's Spork Monkey, Ferrari, and Nate Mofi 3 wide again. They're running 3 wide like it's Daytona here, ladies and gentlemen. We love to see this. It spikes my blood pressure every time I see it, because I know one twitch and it's all over. Hell, I haven't seen a lot of 3 wide racing even at Daytona here. So the fact that they're pushing it 3 wide is busy yapping about that. Z1 looks to potentially get by Shadow. Shadow washing up the racetrack, and I think Twitchy's going to get by him as well. Shadow trying to hang on to second place. Twitchy definitely has the inside and the advantage here for turn 3, as Shadow will unfortunately wash up the racetrack and lose P2 to Twitchy. Now he has to worry about Light, Zeno into Big Mav. These guys have been super aggressive the entire race. Back to the 3 wide discussion earlier. You don't even see 3 wide at Daytona. I mean, you'll see 3, 4, and even 5 wide at Sunset just because of how wide the track is. But this is a half-mile oval. That's like seeing a 3 wide pack racing at Bristol. Like, it's absolutely mind-boggling. We have a stopped car on start-finish straight. That is Little Caesar getting hit by the NASCAR fly swatter here at the start-finish straight. So that is devastating. Whoa, Z1! That scared me. Thought Z1 put it into the wall. And that will bring out a caution, ladies and gentlemen. So we are on caution number, go ahead and get this in. We are on caution number 3. Actually get a little bit of a show transition here. Go ahead and slide in. Yeah. So I'm setting up the stream midstream. That's always fun. Hide transition. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. We're on caution number 3 here. 76 laps of 140 completed. Here, partway through stage 3 of round 3 here at Eagle Rock with XITE Motorsports NASCAR Series. Current top 5: Z1, Twitchy, Shadow, Light, and Zeno. No, Light is DC'd. No, not Light. Well, I guess now your top 5 is Z1, Twitchy, Shadow, Zeno into Big Mav after Light gets abducted by the Forza aliens, as XMS Dragon Nate Mofi will decide to stay out. It's absolutely devastating for Light. Light was doing so good. He's actually the points leader right now, if I remember correctly. Let me get the standings up. XMS Dragon, Nate Mofi deciding to stay out. We're actually going to check their fuel and tires as our standings load. 23 and 85% for XMS Dragon. We'll see if Nate Mofi is also on the hard tires. Oh, 36 and 54. I looked at the wrong tire for Dragon. Dragon might be on the hard tires. Interesting. Why is this not loading? Load, damn it. Come on. Do the thing. I think Light is the points leader for that's gonna suck for Light. He's still in the chat, so I don't know. All right, so this isn't loading, so we'll have to come back to it at a later point in time, of course. And we are going to double up, so XMS Dragon and Nate Mofi will lead us to the restart. Oh god, let me get my camera out of the way, sorry. Z1 will go up the inside, going 3 wide, as Nate Mofi gets kind of caught out there on the outside line. So Dragon will drop to 3rd. Of course, he is on potentially hard tires. We're gonna watch as Dragon navigates the grid. He's getting sideways. Oh god, he takes somebody with him, and we'll go around. Oh no! It's a big one. He takes Boss Racer Pro with him. I think that was Nate Mofi. No, I can't remember who it was he took with him there. He's getting absolutely loose, and that will bring out another caution. So we are on now caution number 4 of the race. Absolute nightmare situation for XMS Dragon there, trying to make the hard tires work, and also trying to keep up with these other drivers, as we're going to check their fuel and tires real quick. So 5.4 and 46 from Z1. I think everybody, yeah, everybody pit. So this will be a little bit skewed, of course, as we're gonna take a little bit of a breather here. And man, dude, I can only imagine that absolutely blows light. I I feel your pain. Doing so good and then just get abducted by aliens and oof. Yeah, I can only imagine. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hide my camera. A little over the halfway point here of Eagle Rock. There have been quite a few. Yeah, this UFO sucks. I definitely feel it as Nate Mofi, Boss Racer Pro, and XMS Dragon will go into the pits. Um, Rightfully so, to potentially fix any damage that they had from the wreck. Um, Jeez. So we're gonna go ahead and get doubled up here. Z1 and Shadow will be on the front row. Lightest Corn will be on the second row here on potentially the outside. And then Zeno and Twitchy for your top 5. Yep, caution number 4. Got the counter going. The over-under is 5.5, so we're getting real close to it. Hate to say it, but Z1 is going to walk away or Twitch Shadow will mess him up. Potentially. Z1 has had a promising race so far. Hopefully Shadow and Twitchy can find some way in a clean manner to go ahead and slow him down. I'm not saying that they need to put him into the wall. But yeah, I think Z1's going to run off with it, because we're going to go ahead and get underway on lap 84. And away we go. Ooh, there's a slow car down low. That is Boss Racer Pro as XMS Dragon on those fresh. Whoa, I clicked away at a bad moment. Bad moment. Who's this? Who's this? It's Dragon. No, Dragon's around. Xeno is the dark horse here. Yeah, dude, Xeno's quick. There's another crash here. Boss Racer Pro, sideways and backwards at the edge of turn 1 as well. I don't know. That's gonna, oh my god, it's gonna bring out another caution. So that's caution 5. Let's go ahead and get this up and update it. Caution numero 5. I see what you said, Razor, and yeah, there have been a lot of incidents with cars just losing it at the start of turn 1. Yeah, we're right at our over under. I'm actually going to get a little snack as we go ahead and take our caution laps. Yeah, I set it at 5.5. Of course, taking a look at all the drivers here. Now, I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, as the I think Tora A lobby here had like 13 cautions or something just absurd. Maximum of 8. Okay. we'll definitely see what happens. Um, I'll hold you to it, light. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was B lobby that was terror. There was, I think it was Homestead. I can't remember. It is now a one-stop race. Yeah. Wow, the hearts can last a long time. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it was one of the later rounds in the Tora NASCAR series where A lobby had like 13 cautions or something absurd. I know B lobby Daytona actually caused a lot of people to just uninstall the game. Um, which is funny, a 2.5 mile oval where you just kind of turn left a bit and somehow people can't hold it. Imagine. That was Daytona? Yeah, Daytona was wicked. And we're going to get underway here. Z1 on the inside, Twitchy on the outside. Shadow trying to hold that inside line here is everyone. Oh my god, another one? Nope, not another one. Oh god, I have to sneeze. Give me 1 second, guys. My goodness. As soon as I'm done sneezing, there's death on the start finish line. Yep. Absolutely unbelievable. So Twitch has a lot of ground to cover now. We're going to go to caution number 6 here. As all eyes are definitely going to be on Twitchy as he tries to make his way back up to the front of the grid. Man. Oh my goodness. We're going to see how many people pit here, and we're going to wall grab number 3. Yes. Well, there goes Shadow, Mav, and Fireball as Z1 decides to stay out along with Waxy, Twitchy, Boss Racer Pro, and Lennon. So a couple people shuffling down to the back of the grid. We're going to take a quick 30-second voice break, and we will be right back. All right, our voice break is over, and it looks like Twitchy will go into the pits again. So he will be right at the back of the grid. Oh, and they're starting without him. And away we go. Twitch is pulling a KFB. What? Oh my goodness. I'm scared to ask what that. Oh no, there's chaos again. Linden Lion, Dragon. Here comes Twitchy flying through on the outside, so Twitchy will pick up a position already. Let's go and get this caution counter out of the way. Already wrecking, yeah. It's, I don't know, man. I think it's a mix of over-aggression on top of a super loose tune. Oh. No, I got you. Whoa, Shadow. Oh, yeah, Shadow did pit, so he's all the way in the back. I think people are too aggressive on this tune. They haven't quite got this, how tail happy the tune is into muscle memory, so they're driving it like every other tune. Oh my goodness, that's Matthias around. Matthias sideways and up in the wall. Facing the wrong way around. T1 and cold tires, yeah, definitely. There's more chaos in turn 1. Yeah, it's definitely a shock for the drivers here. I mean, hell, it was a shock for me when I was turning laps with it, just to, you know, be able to talk about the tune. And I saw the rear handicap at 85%. I was like, oh, this is not going to be fun. But then I started driving it, and I was like, you know what? I like this. It's like a pro late model tune. I think the brake balance could be moved a little farther to the back, just for a bit more turn in. But I enjoy it. Oh, somebody got grabbed by the wall. No, it's Little Caesar. Ooh. Oh, God, that'll bring a caution. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. Little Caesar getting grabbed by the wall. Yep. That is a caution number 7. Ouch. Twitchy's picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions. Eagle Rock. Yeah, Eagle Rock is a funny track, especially when Eagle Rock does the funny. There's always chaos every time. Yeah, the tune is super demanding. If it was, dude, if this was on a wheel, oh my God, it would be like brilliant. Does Mav tune on a wheel? Because it feels like a wheel tune. Oh, and I also just realized I reached my goal of 130 followers. So I do thank every one of you. He has a wheel, but numbers were all okayed by staff. Gotcha. I do... Actually, Jesus, that was 2 weeks ago. This track on iRacing would be pure chaos. Yeah, it would. This would be like... Forza version of Dover. Yeah, something like that. I think Twitchy went into the pits again. Yes, he did. We were saying like Martinsville or New Hampshire, if it was like sawed in half and then squashed like inward kind of a little bit. So like you take, like Martinsville is like this, and then you like saw it in half and kind of squish it a bit. But yeah, it's It's an interesting track for sure. Maybe New Hampshire. Yeah, Razor said New Hampshire. Um, but all right, we're gonna get ready for the last 38 laps of the race here. The big Mav out in front, Shadow, deciding to stay out. He is back up into P3. Been in New Hampshire, and I can say it is flat. Yeah, it's Kansas flat, but Kansas Speedway has some banking. Um, so everyone's going ahead and warming up those rear tires to not wash out. We're gonna hide my little face, and we're gonna get active here. 30 something laps to go. Actually, we'll just go ahead and call it 40 laps to go because I can't do race car math. Both or two of the three Wrangler cars are out in front. So this is Big Mav and Shadow, and away we go. 30. Whoa, Mophie getting a little wild through turn one. There's a lot of commotion. Oh my goodness, already. That's Lightest Corn, Naz Gaming 48. I think getting Forza glued by the looks of it, and I don't believe this will be caution number 8. Little Caesar picking up a position. It was almost a Wrangler 1-2-3. Doing a lot of throttle on exit until the rear settled. Yeah. At least until those tires get up to temperature, you're really going to struggle with this car. I can't imagine what it's like on hard or medium tires. But then again, the track has rubbered in quite a bit as we're going to go on board with Twitchy as he tries to get his way around the grid here. As he will go to the inside of Boss Racer Pro. Boss Racer Pro trying to defend heavily, but will get washed out up the track. Nate Mophie washing out to the high line as well. Get back on board with Twitchy as he dives into Waxy. Deets Beeman trying to follow suit as well. So Twitchy will be up six positions right now after starting from the back of the grid. Now has his eyes firmly set on Mophie, or sorry, Ferrari. My goodness. As Ferrari will move up. And do we have a caution? Yes, we do. We have another caution. So that is numero 8. Box Racer not last is impossible. Oh my god. So that is number 8. So Light saying a maximum of 8. I think he might miss the mark a little bit, but we'll see. We will definitely see what happens here, as Eagle Rock never fails to give us brilliant racing. As now the top 5 will all go in, the top 12 will all go in, the top 15 will all go in. Razor. Oh, 100%. He has to be. But I think Razor's too busy praying right now. But Boss Racer, Sport Monkey, and Naz Gaming 48 will stay out. Nobody's gonna have the cautions do even funnier things. Yeah. Well, if it wasn't a one-stop race 20 or 30 laps ago, it's a one-stop race now. So we're gonna buckle up for this restart. The ad break is hysterical. Oh god, what did the ad break do? You made a face when you called out Razor, then it was. Live D-Rice reactions also cause advertisements. What was the advertisement for? I gotta know. Is Boss Racer shuffling to the back? Boss Racer shuffled to the back. Matthias in the wall at turn 2. All right. Interesting. So Z1 and Shadow are back out in front. Followed by the big map. Twitchy, let's go, buddy. Twitchy up in the 6th place on an absolute warpath to get back up into the top 3. He didn't fully commit to choose a cone, so we got, oh, okay. I was like, there's no way. So Twitchy picking up 13 positions from his little getting yoinked by the wall. Z1 and Shadow still out in front. Followed by the big Mav. Twitchy's about to launch this. Ooh, he almost did. So Stinky Potato will go up to the inside of Twitchy, and here comes Twitchy to return the favor. Oh my goodness. How does one not know what the choose cone is this late in the race? Probably didn't read. I don't know. Where's Zeno at? All right, let me get locked back in here, guys. So there's a battle for 4th between Dragon and Zeno. Big Mav, Shadow, and Z1 kind of all spread out right now as the sun is starting to set here. Oh, no, there's disconnection. Who is it? Who is it? Spork Monkey has disconnected. Didn't look like he made the pen. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Where is Twitchy? Twitchy's up in 5th. Gotten around XMS Dragon. What I would like to do is get this man into an interview booth because he's had an interesting race along with everybody else. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do interviews after the race. Why not? No, there's a bit of a yap that they have to do. That's all good, but we can all yap together. Let me go ahead and add one more thing to my stream deck while we wait. We're going to watch Twitchy on his warpath in the battle for 4th with Zeno as we go ahead and get everything situated. I don't need weather on my stream deck. I can just fucking look outside. Oh, I wasn't muted for that. Oh well. That's my one. Twitchy all over the back of Zeno now. Not a whole lot of other action going on track as everyone is now single file as we're coming up to almost 20 laps to go. That's Discord. I want. Twitchy's still trying to get a run on Zeno here. He's well into the draft, and now is going to size him up. As Twitchy, of course, the driver to watch right now as he tries to work his way back up into a podium position after having the wall hit him with the Stone Cold Stunner, and it looks like some lap traffic getting... No, that was a pass for fourth. What? He got past Zeno. Wow. All right, so Twitchy's up into fourth now. I still have yet to find the option that I need. Sorry, I've completely spaced out for some reason. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another caution by the looks of it. Somebody, I missed exactly what happened, but we are now under caution number 9. So that's good. Less than 20 laps to go, so softs will definitely make it to the end. Let me adjust myself in my chair. Zeno spun it. Aww. Yeah, I was definitely focused on the incorrect thing, and I do apologize for that. Yeah, less than 20 laps to go here. For everybody just tuning in, this is the XITE Motorsports NASCAR League hosted on Forza Motorsport. Round 3 of Eagle Rock. We've had 9 cautions. We've had a lot of deaths, a lot of destruction, and a lot of super close racing. So, as 3 people leave. Thanks, guys. Probably flipped it. Oh, God. Well, I know Boss Racer flipped it. He went pirouetting. The winner will become member of the Grand Republic. Nice. I don't think I can say all of that on stream, unfortunately, but yeah. Sun is definitely coming down now, and man, it looks beautiful on stream. Look at that. Woo. Alrighty, so can we not? All right, so $15 laps to go here. Z1 leads it, followed by the Big Mav on the front row, then Shadow and Twitchy. Oh, God, sorry. Sorry for the double audio. I just added something. Would have enjoyed to try and be in this running for the win. Absolutely. As we're going to take the green flag with 15 laps to go. As I mentioned before, Z1, Big Mav, Shadow, now Twitchy back into 4th place. Big Mav and Shadow still fighting it out as they are still side by side through turn 2. Twitchy, I think, is going to do something crazy coming up. And it looks like he's not. I did think I saw some 3 wide action back here. But I think everyone has kind of calmed down a little bit. Ooh, they're 3 wide back here. Who's this? They're no longer 3 wide, I don't think. Very aggressive here in the back of the pack. Oh my god, my face is still up here. Twitchy trying to get a move on Shadow, and it looks like he's going to do it. He's back into the podium position. There's a car stopped. There's a car stopped on the backstretch. And Big Mav and Twitchy are now, or sorry, Big Mav and Twitchy are trying to run down Z1 as we are going to come to 10 laps to go here momentarily. All these drive. Oh god, there's somebody loose. Dragon manages to hold on to it. Oh my goodness. Oh god, my caution counter's still up, so let me go ahead and do that. Wow. Yep, still green, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to 11 laps to go this time. It's Z1, Big Mav, and Twitchy, followed by Shadow in fourth, who is a little bit... Oh, somebody's joined the group. I don't know who did, but somebody joined the group. There's a little Caesar in fifth. We'll see how things boil down as we go. Ow! As we go to 10 laps. No, somebody's disconnected. With 10 laps to go, who is it? Take your bets. It's Matthias has disconnected with 10 laps to go. Matthias was having a little bit of trouble with the car, but everything seemed to be fine as he finally got a handle on the tune. As I don't blame any of the drivers for having a lot of difficulties with it. It is a very saucy tune, and we do enjoy saucy tunes. As Twitchy is going to get all over the tail end of Big Mav to set his sights on potentially P2, and he has 8 laps to do it. Tires are going to be a thing. Oh yeah, let me check tires. I completely forgot to do that. 43 and 27, so Z1's doing okay. Big Mav is on 47 and 18. We'll check our top 3 just for right now. And Twitchy has a little bit of a tire advantage, but is a little heavier overall than the competitors in front of him. I'm sure as the cars in front of him dip into the minor tire wear, we're going to see these 3 and potentially, you know, let's check Shadow and Little Caesar while we're at it. 45 and 34, Little Caesar. 49 and 19, as they're going to try and get around Boss Racer Pro here. And Boss Racer Pro is up into the wall. So we're going to get back into the battle for a second as Twitchy tries to claw back up into second place here. So he's doing everything he can. I think Z1 is starting to feel the tire wear, along with Big Mav, as we see Twitchy with a bit of a mid-corner run on Mav. Definitely in the draft. We'll see a move here as we have 6 laps to go. Running it all the way through. Twitchy driving it super deep into the corner. He's all over the tail end of him. Big Mav, of course, a lighter car overall, so it's going to help him just a little bit down the straightaways. Twitchy eyeing that inside, but it doesn't look like a lighter overall car really helps with the tire wear this late into the race. As Twitchy's really trying to set something up, might see a move into turn 1 here, as he has really closed the gap, taking a bit of a late apex. I think Mav got a beautiful run on that. My God, Mav. Mav is definitely holding him off. Twitchy might have had a bad run out of turn 1. I'm not sure, but we are 4 laps to go. Your current top 5 is Z1, Mav, Twitchy, Shadow, and Little Caesars. Ferrari picks up a position into 8th. Rounding out the top 10 right now is Fireball, Dragon, Ferrari, Waxy, and the lightest Corn 33. Let's get back on board with Twitchy as he attempts to get something going. He's got a lot more ground to make up than he did a few laps ago. We will have white flag next time by. Twitchy trying to go to the inside. Mav slamming the door on him. Little bit of contact between the two. Twitchy will back off just a little bit. And here's where we're going to see some last lap heroics. Mav with a huge block on Twitchy. Twitchy trying to get a move done. Oh my goodness, here he comes. Twitchy in the second. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he can. What a move. Oh my goodness gracious. He will get into second. Mav with a little bit of a bump. He's got a lot of purchase there on the inside. They will go side by side down the back stretch. Oh, there's contact. Mav loses it. Shadow will come around. Oh my goodness gracious. What a change, ladies and gentlemen, as Z1 will be a race winner. Twitchy will take second. Mav will drop to fourth after some contact at the last lap of the, what is Boss Racer Pro doing? Wow. That was a spicy end to the race, ladies and gentlemen. Twitchy coming all the way back from the end of the, actually the back of the field into second place. Mav and Twitchy almost losing it as we're waiting on Boss Racer Pro to go ahead and finish up to go ahead and get this race official. We're going to see if anybody is interested in a little bit of a post-race interview. And there we have it. Oh, Z1. We'll tag Twitchy. We'll tag Shadow. Let's see if these guys are interested in a post-race interview. Post-race interview? Question mark? I don't know where we're going to go for it. Probably just hanging. Yeah, we're going to take a quick 1-minute ad break and get everybody together for a post-race interview, and we'll be right back. Sure, I guess I like the tune. Yeah, it's Big Mav's tune. I like it. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I added game audio twice on my thing. Okay, whatever. Well, we are here with our top three. We have Z1, Twitchy. Oh, yeah, Z1, and Shadow. Yeah.
He's talking people through SIs right now, I think.
Gotcha. Oh my goodness. All right, I was quick on the Discord audio mute because I have no idea what the soundboard was gonna be.
Oh, it's the Carson host of our Ride the Dente ad.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Alrighty. Fastest lap was, let's see who had the fastest lap. I think it was Shadow with a 640. I think Mav or Light was saying it was potentially Mav, but it looks like it was Shadow. Yeah, it was. It was Shadow by 0.02 of a second. My goodness. All right. We're here with our podium finishers. Let's go with Shadow first. So, first off, to the Excite staff, thank you for having me on to broadcast these beautiful races. Walk me through how your race went, Shadow.
Um, I mean, it was mostly just sticking around in like the top 5, other than like one time where I like went down on strategy, like seeing if it would go green to the end. Um, but it was mostly just like pretty calm. Like I didn't have fantastic pace starting about like halfway through the race. I think I just like lost focus a bit. But I think overall I was like pretty decent.
Yeah, and I know you were caught up in a couple of wall grabs, and I think a few spins in front of you, and you were down into I think 14th at one point, and worked your way back up into a podium position. Yeah, it was a solid run. What was your tire choice at the start of stage three? Was it to try and run hards as far as possible, or were you banking on the amount of cautions that we had? We had 9 cautions. So were you running softs, banking on more of those cautions to come through?
Um, so I Hards couldn't actually make it to the end of stage 3. Um, they could only make it about like 70 laps or so, and stage 3 it was 80.
Hmm.
So most people I think were gonna go for soft and then medium, if it stayed green, and so that's what I went for.
Gotcha. Cool, cool. Walk us through some of the battles you were having with Z1, Twitchy, and the rest of the top five there. Looked to be pretty intense there, and then it kind of died off. And I'll of course ask everybody else the same question. Um,
Um, I mean, it was definitely like hard to pass if the person ahead of you was like really trying to defend, and so it became more about just like not making big mistakes than even driving all that quickly. Um, it was definitely like intense just because you like if you hit the wall you were losing a spot. But nothing too crazy.
gotcha. All right. Well, congratulations on third place. We're going to now turn our attention to Twitchy, who had a bit of a wild run, I must say.
Yeah, I led the first stage. It somehow got by Shadow on lap 1, and then led a good chunk of the race. After that, I got passed because I didn't really have the same pace as Z1 in the second stage, and I think I had the third best car today. So second overall is good. But in the third stage, there was I think a caution with like just under 50 to go, and I pit for softs because in these races that are filled with cautions, you kind of always want to be on softs because unless you get a 35 lap run or something, it's just faster to be on the soft tire. I do kind of have a philosophy where you always want to be on the tire that is the best to get you to the end of the race. So I overthought things and pit again for the medium tire, and then I hadn't caught the field by the time we restarted. So I put myself in a bad spot there. Had to fight back through the field, which is not what you want to do here. Um, and then I think on one of the restarts when I was in the back of the pack, I chose the outside lane, which is just the unfortunate truth with this track is the outside is just so far inferior. And I think on a couple of the restarts that I had, I started like third on the bottom and cleared the guy who started on the front row on the outside um, by the back straight because it's so much better to be on the bottom.
Yeah, definitely. And you were definitely on a warpath coming through the field. Um, Met a little bit, or I'd say a lot of bit of resistance from Mav there. So walk us walk us through those last through that last restart with 15 to go, just trying to get around Mav.
I forget where I restarted with 15 to go. Let me go back and see. I was Oh, I restarted fifth, so that actually wasn't that bad. That was one of the restarts where I didn't get clear of the two cars in front of me. Um, so fortunately, Mav and Shadow kind of beat each other up a little bit, and I was able to get by Shadow. Um, I had slightly better tire wear than Mav in those last few laps. So with I think like 7 to go, Mav went to minor tire wear, and I still had a lap of nowhere basically. So I gained quite a bit on him there, and then I ended up having a bobble with like 3 to go, and I lost some time. But he went to moderate, and I realized pretty quickly that he threw a block on the back straight with like 2 to go. That was pretty ridiculous, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to move him here to get by him. So I moved him into one with 2 to go, and then he tried to he tried to shunt me in one on the final lap and actually got up my inside, and then he just had no grip on the front right to keep us both out of the fence, so we made contact with each other in the wall, and I was able to stay in the throttle and kind of avoid the uh, the shenanigans there. I think he lost the spot to Shadow and cost him a podium.
Yeah.
But we race each other hard. It's all fair in love and war. But the the staff here do race each other a little bit differently than we race the non staff or the non close friends.
Yeah, the non-regulars, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like, that is some like that's some hard racing going on right now. It was a wild block. And it was I'll actually have to clip my reaction. I think I clipped my microphone all the way out. I was like, Jesus, what is Mav doing?
Uh, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Certainly.
All right. Well, congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
Wish you the best of luck going into Indy.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you for broadcasting as well.
Oh yeah, no worries. All right, now we go to our race winner, Z1. Man, I unfortunately didn't have a whole lot of camera time on you because you were running, in the top three, and then finally got around some of the other guys for P1. But walk us through how your race strategy was.
Uh, Pretty simple. Stay on the softs, fastest tire. Not worry about um tire strategy too much here. There's too much time. Other tires, and make sure to just keep it out the wall. The car gets you don't have the line just right at times. The back end starts to step out. And I don't know if you saw that happen at times, but it will send you up into the wall. You can either go around or lose time as you get Forza walled. So just stay consistent was the I'd say the main goal for the entire race, and it seemed to pay out towards the end.
Yeah, definitely. And even the few laps that I turned in practice to be able to talk about the tune, it's very tail happy. I wouldn't necessarily say it was driving on the rear right, but it definitely felt like it was trying to maximize the rotation on corner exit, and it has a lot of rotation on corner exit, and I think it caught up a lot of other drivers. Do you think you did anything different than other people on the grid to manage the rotation of the car?
From what I could tell from up with the front runners, I tended to enter lower into the corner and stay lower throughout the corner than almost anyone else. It's a good and bad line because if you hug it just right, basically have no wheel spin and you can just power out of the exit. But if you get too far on the inside, that's when you hit the curb and it becomes unsettled, which I did a handful of times. I almost got sent into the wall from it, but I'd say my line of just hugging the bottom line was probably very, if not, it might not have been the best line, but it seemed like the most efficient.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, well, I do congratulate you on a race win. Oh, my controller just disconnected. because I wasn't touching it. So it's going to freak out. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I do congratulate you on a race win. Wish you the best of luck coming into Indianapolis for the next round. So I'm excited to see what happens there.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Got some momentum now. Just build off of that at this point.
Absolutely. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna wrap up the stream. So see you next week.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, no worries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our podium for the race. That was Z1, Twitchy, and Shadow. Everybody got through Eagle Rock. Man, it is definitely a track that brings a lot of chaos, and we definitely saw that with 9 cautions. Next week we will be live around the same time, so 1 p.m. Central, up to about this time now, to go ahead and bring you more coverage from XITE Motorsports. Let's see. Monday, I will be broadcasting my POV from the IEC IMSA series. We will be going to, I can't remember the track right off. Yeah, I can't remember the track right now. But Wednesday, we will be broadcasting the All-Star race from Slide Job Motorsports. And then Saturday, we'll be back live here with XITE at Indianapolis. So, this is Dr. Ice Gaming, and yeah, see you Monday.